Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. It's getting loud in here. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. I hope it's not too loud in here. Pete and Terry are here. They're upstairs vacuuming. Dennis is working in the kitchen. Things are going on here, but you know, hey. I am going to be using my L'Oreal Color Rich 590 Blushing Berry. For today's video. I will confess I was planning on doing a lip stain, except I forgot to get myself a wet paper towel before I sat down, and my knee is bothering me, and I didn't want to get up again because I am lazy, so I picked something that I didn't have to wipe off. Cheers. So I forgot to give you my opinion of my grass-fed tallow face balm yesterday when I signed off. I think this will be a very lovely like night cream. Although, I'm going to put it on again right now. When we were sitting, it feels perfectly lovely on my face. I mean, the way my face is, feels fine. My face feels fine. But when I touch my face with my hand, I can feel the grease. I mean, it's tallow. It's a saturated fat. And so that's not good, you know. I don't think, you know, sitting there with your face feeling greasy when you touch it is so great. Although, like I said, it felt fine. It felt perfectly fine. It didn't bug my face. It just bugged my fingers when I touched my face. And as Dennis said, well, maybe if you got a soft cloth and just patted it, you know, rubbed it off a little bit, it would work. He said it's sort of like when you're waxing. Now, he does woodwork. So when he's waxing, he puts lots of wax on, rubs it in, gives it time, and then he wipes the excess off. So I thought, let me try that. So I just took a napkin and I just patted it over my face. I didn't rub it. I just patted it, and it was fine. That worked, you know. I could still feel it a little bit when I touched, but it wasn't like getting on my fingers, and it didn't seem like it would interfere with my work. Of course, I wasn't knitting and I wasn't stitching. Yesterday I was giving my arm a break. I read a book and talked to Christy. Didn't do any crafting during my crafting with Christy time, but I felt like, and it felt very soft. My skin felt very soft. So I'm trying it again today. I just put a little something on my, my leg has been bugging me, my knee. So I was upstairs taking a bath last night. I just put some light moisturizer on my skin that I had upstairs because I didn't want to walk downstairs to get this because my knee hurt. So I didn't have it on overnight, but I did have it on yesterday, and it made my skin feel soft. So anyway, that's my, if you need something that soaks in and you can't tell when you touch it that it was ever there, this is not for you. But otherwise, I'm kind of happy with it. I mean, I am going to take it upstairs, though. It's not going to become a regular part of my beauty channel. So just letting you know. One of these days I will be getting 2 lipsticks, and I can't remember the name of the company that makes it or that I bought it from, so we will see when they arrive. But I got a purple and I got a apricot-y, you know, pink. I'll be wearing my Shrike sweater my Scream sweater when I get that, and then you'll see. Meanwhile, been very busy mourning for we're not really mourning people around here. Sometimes I am. I go in and out, but lately it's been a long time since I got up early. So having Pete and Terry come at, well, they were scheduled between 10:30 and 11:30. 10:30 is early for us. I know for some people that's mid-morning. For us, it's the crack of dawn. So we're busy. Well, we got the upstairs straight. They do the upstairs first. And, oh, Maisie could come in. Maisie has to stay out when they're here. But she's not trying to get in, although Dennis blocked it so she can't even get to the door, because she'll stand there and bang on the door for 2 hours while they're in here. But they're upstairs, and they're blockaded up there, so the dogs can't get to them. So Maisie can come in. And then when they come to do the downstairs, Maisie has to be out, and Pearl can stay in Dennis's office with him. They don't clean Dennis's office. But it'll be nice to have the house clean. Vicky's coming. Vicky and Kim are coming on Wednesday, and so it'll still be clean by then. So there you go. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do today after they're gone. They probably won't be gone till 1:30 is my guess. And we'll walk the dogs. And I'm not sure what else. I finished a book yesterday. I was reading Cover Her Face by P.D. James. It's the first Adam Dalgliesh book. And yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I will do a little knitting. I have to straighten up around my chair still before they come downstairs. So they can vacuum and such. But other than that, we're pretty ready. You know, you got to straighten up enough so that they can actually clean. That's the problem. I mean, my house used to be so messy. It would take me days to clean my house. Really dedicated days to clean my house. And I used to read these articles about how to clean your house in 3 hours. I'm like, how the hell does anybody clean their house in 3 hours? But see, they were assuming that it was straight and that they were just cleaning, dusting, washing floors, cleaning bathrooms, things like that. Not me. I had to work 3 hours, 3 days, just to get to the point where, I mean, I could clean my bathroom. That's it. No dusting. Of course, when you have so much stuff all over everything, you know, I don't need to dust too much because the dust is all over your stuff. Anyway, enough about that. Anyway, I'm very happy that they're here, and it'll be wonderful to have a clean house. And, yeah, one less thing to think about when company's coming. I will have to clean the house when Russ and Pat come, because that's only 2 weeks from now. 2.5 weeks from now. So I don't think Pete and Terry are going to come back that soon. I mean, they probably would if we invited them back, but I'm actually going to think about that now that it came to my mind. Anyway. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Yesterday, I went to the store. Now you can hear our laundry. It is so loud. The door is closed to the laundry room, but our washer is so loud when it's spinning. So hold on. Okay, finally the spinning is done. It's really loud. So I did go grocery shopping yesterday. Aura came down late last night because the Eagles were on TV. We don't put sports on our TV downstairs, and so she stayed upstairs to watch the Eagles. I was up there quite late in the game, I think, to check on her and, you know, whatever, and the Eagles were winning by a lot, so I'm assuming that they won. And Dennis tells me that was the game that the winner goes to the Super Bowl, so presumably the Eagles in the Super Bowl. So my corner of the world is very happy today, because I live in southeastern Pennsylvania, which is Eagles territory, Pure and simple. No ifs, ands, or buts. There's no team close enough to be a rival for the locals. It is their team. So, I think they were playing Washington, the Washington Commanders, right? I wasn't asking you, I was asking my people. But they know. I'm pretty sure it was the Commanders. We were talking on the Zoom about how, I know you're telling me things. I'm blotting my face to see, because I waited probably about 2 hours before I blotted it yesterday. So, yeah, there's still, comes a little bit on my fingers. And I'll tell you the truth. I would wash my hands very well with soap before I would start stitching after touching my face. I don't think I would worry about it with my knitting, but definitely with my stitching. You know how you're holding the cloth a lot and you got to be careful. Oh, now I have an itch. Anyway. So that's the review of the Black Mountain Tallow Organics Tallow Face Balm. I wonder why balm. I guess that implies greasy. I don't know. Anyway, but Aura and I did watch a Vera last night, and then after she went to bed, I finished my book, Cover Her Face, by P.D. James. I had seen, I told you this, a week ago or whatever, I was watching, just rummaging around on YouTube on my TV when I was knitting, and came across this guy who was doing kind of like book reviews, and he had the 10 best historical novels, the 10 best murder mysteries, and Cover Her Face was one of the 10 best murder mysteries. Now, shocking as it seems, there is only one Dalglish P.D. James ebook in my library, and it's like number 15. So I bought Cover Her Face. I went in and I bought quite a few books based on his recommendation because my library didn't have it. And so I have books to read that I bought. They're on my Nook app. And yeah, I'm not remembering any of the other names, to tell you the truth. Cover Her Face was, one I knew and famous, and I had watched the Roy Marsden Dalglish stories back when I was watching PBS Mysteries, whatever, so I don't watch them anymore. The problem is that PBS changed it from, mysteries to they're in my TiVo as the specific name of the particular mystery of series of that, day. So I can't just say, I can't just say, record Masterpiece Mysteries. It doesn't work because they're in there by the name. So that's a bummer. And I'm not staying on top of things. The same with Masterpiece Theater. You used to be able to just put Masterpiece Theater and whatever they were playing you would get, but that doesn't happen anymore either. And then, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how people know things. Like what's going to be the next mystery series that they're put on Masterpiece Mystery. I have no idea. Chrissy recommended one, and I put it in my TiVo, but it's past, so if they replay it, I'll pick it up, but otherwise. She has the PBS, she pays for PBS streaming, and is very happy with it. I don't know, maybe I should do that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I've seen Cover Her Face, but I didn't remember who did it. But I wasn't surprised in the end. But there was a hint at the end of this book that Adam Dalglish is interested in Deborah, who was the daughter in the family who had the murder. And I'm wondering if she's a continuing character. I forget that, but something niggling in my brain thinks she is. But I didn't buy the second book. But I might. That is a cozy. Those Dalglishas are cozy mysteries. For those of you who like a cozy mystery. Meanwhile, yeah. So I have other mysteries to read. I have 2 boxes here. These are all the paperwork from my dad and mom that I have to go through. I have to print out those documents from my accountant, which I haven't done yet. It was like making the phone call was all the energy I had. It's not going to be enough. I'm going to need to work. So, but I've got a lot going on this week. Vicky's being here, going to be here. Kim and Vicky are going to be here for a couple of days. It's just, you know, it's not time for settling down with paperwork. So, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Meanwhile, today I'm hoping to knit. I gave my arm a complete rest yesterday. I didn't knit. I didn't stitch. And I might just do what I said. My Dragons of Sumatra are in a plastic envelope, a big plastic envelope that I used for lots of my stitching, and they work great, except that the zipper on this one broke. So I am going to kick another project out of their intact envelope, and I am going to rehome my Dragons of Sumatra so that they can stay safe. But I might, you know, sit down and think about the nice thing about the Dragons of Sumatra are it's only one color of floss. It's a beautiful red. I love the color, and you know, so you have to count, but you don't have to change colors. I find that very easy and nice. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm rambling. But whatever I do today, it's gonna be in a clean house. So that's fun. Just a reminder, mark your calendar, February 22nd is our next Zoom call. And yeah. Meanwhile, please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please stay safe and stay sane.